Hello, everyone. This is your girl Jynnette the Oracle, and I am here to give the monthly tarot forecast for January 2019 for the sign of Virgo. Hey, Virgo, Happy New Year. Hope you're doing well. Very excited about the beginning of a new energy, new year. I have a Virgo moon, so I'm sure there's a lot of trepidation because you're like, oh my God, I have to plan. I need to still assess. I need to figure out what I'm doing and the timelines and all that kind of stuff. If you're behind, quote unquote, you're not behind, okay? And the reason I say that is because your overall guidance and energy for the month is the time card. So this is really honestly asking you to take a step back and to trust the timing of when you do things. If you are really having to force yourself to like do something that you know is on your to-do list that you have to do, like just stop. Go and do what is there for you to do in terms of your motivation, for your energy output. When you spend time in meditation in the morning, go into spirit and ask from your soul and also from your team what needs to get done for the day. You're going to get the answer. It may be 1, 2, 3 things, maybe, depending. And that's going to be it. Do the work that's for you to do and trust the timing, because whatever is for you to address, you will address it, and you're going to address it powerfully because you're Virgo with perfection, right? So this is an opportunity for you to not trip. Okay? Life moves in cycles. This is cyclical time. It's actually not linear. So there's an invitation for you there to think of time in a different way. And I don't want you to get stuck on like it being a circle either, because you do that, right? Because some things are a circle, like the seasons, like they go through their certain times, but there's also the timing of moving when you have the impetus to move or when you get the direction to move. And that's just an in the moment thing. So that's something to work on this month. So it's not I'm not, admonishing you, but it's an invitation to take it easy. All right. So for love, for those of you who are in committed partnerships, you have this card 27, which is doubting. Now, this I actually think is a good card because, it's a card, I think, of assessing what's there, of dealing with boundaries. And I think that doubt is healthy in relationships at some point, because you are dealing with somebody who is completely different from you. It's a little odd to me I don't even think I've actually truly been around folks who are like two pieces of pods and there's no conflict. Like there's something wrong. And it's not that folks have to have like full on like arguments and things like that, but you're two different people. So having doubts is fine. Hopefully it's not a situation where there was any lying or cheating or anything like that. I'm not necessarily getting that sense. But for you, just make sure that, again, you're trusting the timing of things. And if it's not time to push and to move into something more serious or whatever, just take a step back and just wait, because you'll get the go from spirit when it's time. All right. Now, for those of you who are single and looking, you have this card, masculine, number 4. So this is a really magnetic sexual energy. So I think that it would behoove you to be out and about looking, because you may really be lighting up the room and not even realize that you're doing it, especially as a Virgo, because you're pretty much, just going to be in your own world and you don't necessarily dress to impress. You dress nicely, but you don't dress to get noticed. So put yourself out there, because that attracting or attractive energy is definitely going to be there for you. Okay. Now, in terms of career, you actually have this card of death. So there are some shifts and changes that are happening at work. Death doesn't necessarily mean that things like you're going to lose your job, but there may be stuff that's going on at your job location. So maybe there's a situation like maybe the company got bought out, and so there's layoff in a particular department. Maybe there are some shifts in your department, and you don't know if you're going to continue to be there or not. Maybe you're thinking of maybe they actually are doing away with your department, and they're not forcing, but giving folks the option of either leaving or moving to a different department and having to learn new skills. There's a lot with that. But, of course, it could also mean that you leave. Hopefully that's not the case. But if you're really trying to go, you're going to go. If you're really not interested, you're just not going to be interested, right? Now, if you work for yourself, though, this can talk about some necessary changes that need to happen in your business, maybe as it relates to kind of releasing some dead weight. So if you've been like doing the same stuff and it's not giving you the return on investment, and this is something that you would see after you do some review of the year. If you haven't done it already and you're doing it in January, that's going to be the time when you can see like, okay, like I've put forth this effort in terms of advertising or, content creation or whatever, what actually paid off, what was actually worth the effort, where do the changes need to be? And you are actually at your prime when you do that kind of work. So I actually think that's going to be good for you. Okay. But also, if you realize that you need to cut your losses and move on to something else, cut your losses and move on to something else. Okay. Like just keep it moving. Now, in terms of money, you have the card big, which is nice. So I think money is going to be fine for you this month. I'm not even remotely worried about it. So, if there are concerns about work, like I think you will bounce back from any perceived loss, if there is any loss. But you're going to be steady this month. And it might just be also because you didn't spend a lot of money in December for the holidays and you're sitting on a nice little nest egg right now, whatever it is. Financially, I think you'll be fine. All right, Virgo. So there's your reading for January. I hope you enjoyed. All the best for you. Okay. And if you'd like to book a reading with me, you can do so by going to my website, innersunalchemy.com. I offer astrology, tarot, energy healing, and spiritual life coaching. I would be honored truly to work with you, especially since you guys are so keen on doing your work for personal and spiritual development. Yes, yes, yes. Please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video, share it, write below in the comments how this relates to you. I do read the comments. I do respond. I love it. And yeah, have a happy new year, happy January, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.